Hello everybody, it's Bob here from Gaming with Zach and Bob, and I just wanted to say there's no Gaming with Bob today because it's going to be a tutorial with Bob. Here's what I'm going to tutorial today: how to download and install the Big John's PC games. So let's go ahead and start that right now. The first thing we're going to do is you're going to go open up your browser and go to bigjohnspcgames.com, and when you bring it up, it's going to look like this. Now, you're going to hit the Downloads tab, and you're going to first download the Needs, First Time Downloads, and Games Problems. Be the top one at the page. Click that and download needs.exe. When you click on it, it's going to bring up this and ask you where you want to save it. I have it saved in a folder called Big John's Games on my computer, and I have all the loaders for every single Big John's game, and there's the Needs right there. You can do that if you want, or you can put it somewhere on your computer wherever you feel comfortable. But get it because you're going to need it later. Also, Big John's games will not run on anything but Flash Player 10.0. So, you're going to Flash Player version 10.1 is not supported yet. So, you're going to have to download the older version of Flash Player. But John's got a handy little tool here, and it's under Flash 10 folder, and it's called Flash 10 all-in-one.exe. Now, you can do one or two things to remedy the situation for this. You can, every single time you want to play a Big John's game, you can click on the Flash All-in-One, uninstall the newest version of Flash, and then install the old version of Flash. And then when you want, you can go to the Flash site and download Flash Player, the newest version, and you can switch them out every time. That can be a pain in the butt. So another thing you can do is go and download Google Chrome. And Google Chrome uses Adobe Flash Player, and every time it downloads, or every time Flash Player needs an update, it will update Google Chrome, but it won't update Internet Explorer, because your Big John's games run with Internet Explorer. That's another thing, too. If you're using a Mac, you can't use a Mac for Big John's games. Only PC with Internet Explorer attached to it. And if you don't have Internet Explorer, but you have a PC, you can always download Internet Explorer at no cost from Microsoft. Okay, once you've downloaded the Flash 10 all-in-one, also, if you are going to do the first option where you're going to every time uninstall the new version, reinstall the old version, and then back to the new version, what I did was I downloaded the newest version of Flash Player and put it in a folder. So I have the needs for the Flash Player 10, and then I have all the new versions of Flash here. So every time I can just click here instead of going to the Flash Player site, download it from there, all that stuff. And also, when you download the Flash Player, you have to close your browser out for the Big John's one and for the new version. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, go back to game downloads and download any game you want. There are some games I recommend are Deal or No Deal, Greed, Hollywood Squares, Tower of Cash, Wheel of Fortune. Those are all good. Russian Roulette's pretty good too. Race to a Billion, that's okay. A lot of these games, some of the games are better than others, but also, if you're going to download The Price is Right, you need, from the miscellaneous folder, you need the fonts and the database add-on. Speaking of Price is Right, a few years ago, Big John was hit with a cease and desist order, which means Big John, by Fremantle Media, he cannot release any new versions of the Fremantle Media game shows he created, and he cannot have them as downloads. But people do have the loaders for the old Big John's Fremantle Media games. I'm going to show you a website where you can download all of Big John's games, including the Fremantle games. Okay, so now we're going to go and if you want to download the Price is Right, Big John's Price is Right, it's box.com/shared/25AHJRCMRV. I'll put the link to that down below so you don't even have to try to go back and write that all down. And for this one, you're going to click the download button. And yours might come up with a screen, but if you're using the newest version of Internet Explorer, you're just going to have a bar at the bottom. And save that to a place where you're going to know. That's the game and the sounds file. Make sure from Big John's site, under the miscellaneous tab, you download the needs file. Or you download the fonts, because you're going to need that. And if you want to download like Press Your Luck or Whammy or any of the other Fremantle games, you can go to mediafile.com/?3t27pfzfczpqz. Don't worry, the link that'll be down below as well. There's some other games on here too. There's like Family Feud. There's Press Your Luck. If you're going to download Press Your Luck, download pressyourluck.exe and pressyourluckpatch.exe, because John actually made a patch for the Press Your Luck game. So you can download that. And there's also Whammy on there, so there's a bunch of other Fremantle games. Once you've downloaded every single Big John's game that you want, and you've downloaded them all and you're ready to go, we can now start the installation process. And here's how you do that. First thing you want to do is you want to start the needs file. Now, all you have to do is once you've downloaded it, just click on it. Double click on it, and it's going to start the needs file installation. So I'm going to do that. If it comes up with user account control, just hit yes. It's an OK. If your antivirus software says, hey, I want to block this program from running, it's completely fine. There's no virus on it, so you can just click ignore for that. So that is, it will start the setup wizard. Just hit next and let it do its thing. With the needs file, you're going to have to restart your computer, just to let you know. I'm going to abort this. And also, if you downloaded the Flash 10 all-in-one, double-click that and let the Flash player uninstall and reinstall the old version. Okay, so that is really it. And then, once you have all of your games, you're just going to double-click on the loaders, let it load, put it, and you're going to make sure you put it into your C drive or whatever your hard drive is. And it's going to ask you that when it comes up. Let me do Card Sharks. So hit yes, and it's going to initialize the setup, hit next, and it's going to ask you where do you want this. Put it in the program file, in your hard drive. No matter, it should come up with your hard drive. It should say program file, Card Sharks. And just put it right in there. Don't change where you want to put it. Okay, we're going to finish that. We really want to abort that. Now, also, we have Whammy over here. And when you download Whammy, Big John does not have a glitch in the game where when you spin the board, it doesn't have the spinning sound. The boop, boop, boop. It doesn't have this noise. I'll bring up the noise so you can hear it. It doesn't have that sound effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it into a file. I'll post it online, and you can grab the file offline. Make sure you download the spin file, which I'll have that down below too. If you're going to download Whammy and you want the spin music, you want that spin music I just played, this spin music, I'm going to post the link down below to that, and it's going to say spin music next to it. So you can download that if you're going to download Whammy. Alright, so that's it. That's all you have to do is you just have to just double click on the loaders and it's going to load everything. Let me talk about the Price is Right though first, because that's kind of a little bit more of a more advanced kind of installation. The Big John's game, this one has the sounds in it. So you're going to double click on this, install it to your hard drive. Now you also have the fonts as well that you downloaded from Big John's site directly under the miscellaneous folder. Double click on that, and that's going to install the fonts on your computer. You make sure you have the fonts installed because your game's going to look really weird, and the game won't work if you have the game really, really weird. Let me talk a little more about what happens if some technical glitches, if some technical thing happens. If your game starts up and it's really fast, when you start up Price is Right, let me actually bring up Price is Right here. Because it's season 38 of Price is Right, the turntable spins when you start it up. If the turntable spins really fast, and then if you click on, and all these down here at the bottom, like your, the one that's the high scores, if those don't load, that means you have the wrong Flash player installed. If you're in the middle of playing a game, let's say you're in the middle of playing Price is Right, and you get a completely random error message. Something about like unable to load animation or something. That means it's you got your account settings wrong. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click and you're going to hit Run as Administrator. And actually it's good to run this as an administrator anyways. Let me go through how that works. You're going to click Run as an Administrator, and it's going to come up and ask you. You're going to click Yes. And that's all it does. And it's just ran as an administrator. Do that for all your Big John games. So that is it. That's how to install the Big John's game on your Big John's PC games on your computer. It's super simple. There's a lot of stuff that you need, but otherwise it's super simple to download and install the needs file. Now tomorrow night there's going to be no Gaming with Bob, But I'm actually going to, there's going to be another tutorial with Bob, because for the Price is Right game, I'm going to show you how you can download an add-on to it, so you change the cars to all say 2013. And also, because Price is Right's giving away some classic cars on the show, I'm going to show you how to install some classic cars for your Price is Right game. So I'll talk about that in my next video. Thanks, guys, for watching, and remember to help control the pet population. Always have your pets spayed or neutered. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.